to turn the wheel and bring the light, to turn the wheel and bring the light. We are awake, awake in the night, to turn the wheel and bring the light, to turn the wheel and bring the light. We are awake, awake in the night, to turn the wheel and bring the light, to turn the wheel and bring the light.
Good evening and welcome. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalists of Transylvania County. We thank you for being here this evening for our celebration of the winter solstice, the longest night. Our solstice celebrants tonight are Gypsy Richardson, Susan Slocum, Kristen Leisment, Mary Bennett, Janice Cannon, and me, Vanessa Cowie, Krista Moore, last but not least. Our musicians are Voces Ajid, Carlene Reagan, Mark Wingate, John Austin, Joey Dukes, and Janice Cannon. How many lessons of faith and beauty we should lose if there were no winter in our year, Thomas Wentworth Higgins reminds us. Let's celebrate the beginning of this winter season and fully enter into this longest night of the year. Fear not, just beyond this darkest time of introspection, incubation, and rest is the return of spring. For the wheel of earth turns and the light returns. Let's go forward in reverence and joy.
And we ask that you respect the sanctity of the circle and remain in the room during the ceremony. We're going to call the directions. As we face north, O great Spirit of the North, we come to you and ask for the strength and the power to bear what is cold and harsh in life. We come like the seekers ready to receive the winds that truly can be overwhelming at times. Whatever is cold and uncertain in our life, we ask you to give us the strength to bear it. Do not let the winter blow us away. O Spirit of life and Spirit of the North, we ask you for strength and for warmth. As we face east, O great Spirit of the East, we turn to you where the sun comes from, where the power of light and refreshment come. Everything that is born comes up in this direction: the birth of babies, the birth of puppies, the birth of ideas, and the birth of friendship. Let there be light, O Spirit of the East. Let the color of new life rising in us be glory to you. As we face south, O great Spirit of the South, Spirit of all that is warm and gentle and refreshing, we ask you to give us this spirit of growth, of fertility, of gentleness. Caress us with a cool breeze when the days are hot. Give us seeds that the flowers, trees, and fruits of the earth may grow. Give us the warmth of good friendships. O Spirit of the South, send the warmth and the growth of your blessings. As we face the West, O great Spirit of the West, where the sun goes down each day to come up the next, we turn to you in praise of sunsets and in thanksgiving for changes. You are the great colored sunset of the red west, which illuminates us. You are the powerful cycle which pulls us to transformation. We ask for the blessings of the sunset. Keep us open to life's changes. O Spirit of the West, when it is time for us to go into the earth, do not desert us, but receive us in the arms of our loved ones.
Spirit of solstice is still living. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da da da. We'll count all your blessings as a mother lays down the snow as her blanket, covering the ground. Oh, thanks to the mother for the life that she brings. She awakened to warm us again in the spring. Oh, count all your blessings, for the cold wind will pass. Oh, share the harvest, and the sun will shine again. The poor, the hungry, the sick, and the lost, these are our children, no matter the cost. Come near the flood, harvest will share. The spirit of solstice is still living there. Count all your blessings, for the cold will pass. Oh, we must share our harvest Do not be afraid of the darkness. Dark is the rich, fertile earth that carries the seed, nourishing growth. Dark is the soft night that cradles us to rest. Only in darkness can stars shine across the vastness of space. Only in darkness is the moon dance so clear. There is mystery woven in the dark, quiet hours. There is magic in the darkness. Do not be afraid. We are born of this magic. It fills our dreams that root, unravel, and reweave themselves. The dark has its own hue, its own resonance, its own breath. It fills our soul, not with despair, but with promise. Dark is the gestation of our deep and knowing self. Dark is the cave where we rest and renew our soul. We are born of the darkness, and each night we return to the deep, moist womb of our beginnings. Do not be afraid of the darkness, for in the depth of that very darkness comes a first glimpse of our own light, the pure inner light of our love and knowing. As it grows and glows, the darkness recedes. As we shed our light, we shed our fear and revel in the wonder of all that is revealed. Do not rush the coming of the sun. Do not crave the lengthening of the day. Celebrate the darkness. Here and now, a time of richness, a time of joy.
Perhaps for a moment, the typewriters will stop clicking, or whatever's clicking. The wheels stop rolling. The computers desist from computing, and a hush will fall over the city. For an instant, in the stillness, the chiming of the celestial spheres will be heard as Earth hangs, poised, in crystalline darkness. And then, gracefully, tilts. Let there be a season when holiness is heard and the splendor of living is revealed. Stunned to stillness by beauty, we remember who we are and why we are here. There are inexplicable mysteries. We are not alone. In the universe, there moves a wild one whose gestures alter Earth's axis toward love. In the immense darkness, everything spins with joy. The cosmos enfolds us. We are caught in a web of stars, cradled in a swaying embrace, rocked by the holy night, babes of the universe. Let this be the time we wake to life, like spring wakes in the moment of winter solstice.
Before we greet the light, we must first thank the darkness. Thank you. Thank you to these long nights.
These reminders to rest, to restore, to heal, to move in our cyclical bodies. We pause in the holy quiet of the nurturing dark. Curl into its sheltering embrace and open ourselves to receive the gift of turning inward. Turning toward the seeds and secrets of new life, waiting to be known, seen, acknowledged. For there is deepness in the dark, luminous darkness, womb of creation, essence of life. May we not curse the dark, but honor it, feel her beauty, rejoice in her wisdom, and say yes to her blessings in sweet surrender. Thank you, blessed quiet of the night. Thank you, nourishing darkness. Thank you.
Everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time of love, a time of hate. a time of peace, I swear, is not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And the time to every purpose under heaven.
I cannot tell you how the light comes. What I know is that it is more ancient than imagining, that it travels across an astounding expanse to reach us, that it loves searching out what is hidden, what is lost, what is forgotten or in peril or in pain, that it has a fondness for the body, for finding its way toward flesh, for tracing the edges of form, for shining forth through the eye, the hand, the heart. I cannot tell you how the light comes, but that it does, that it will, that it works its way into the deepest dark that enfolds you. Though it may seem long, ages in coming, or arrive in a shape you did not foresee. And so may we this day turn ourselves toward it. May we lift our faces to let it find us. May we bend our bodies to follow the arc it makes. May we open and open more and open still to the blessed light that comes.
For this reading, Light, we thank Rabindranath Tagore. Light, my light, the world-filling light, the eye-kissing light, heart-sweetening light. Ah, the light dances, my darling, at the center of my life. The light strikes, my darling, the chords of my love. The sky opens, the wind runs wild, laughter passes over the earth. The butterflies spread their sails on the sea of light. Lilies and jasmines surge up on the crest of the waves of light. The light is shattered into gold on every cloud, my darling, and it scatters gems in profusion. Mirth spreads from leaf to leaf, my darling, and gladness without measure. The heavens river has drowned its banks, and the flood of joy is abroad.
The Shortest Day by Susan Cooper. So the shortest day came and the year died. And everywhere down the centuries of the snow-white world came people singing, dancing to drive the dark away. They lighted candles in the winter trees. They hung their homes with evergreens. They burned beseeching fires all night long to keep the year alive. And when the New Year's sunshine blazed, awake, they shouted, reveling. Through all the frosty ages, you can hear them. Echoing behind us, listen. All the long echoes sing the same delight. This shortest day, as promises waken in the sleeping land, they carol, feast, gives thanks, and dearly love their friends, and hope for peace. And so do we, here now, this year and every year. Welcome Yule.
It's a joyous time, so let's get our bells. And just as bells have been used in celebrations down the ages and in many places, tonight we'll celebrate the solstice with bells. Whatever kind you have, whether you have one on a stem or like I have, or if you have bells in your heart, any of them work. First, we'll ring the bells in the 3 directions connected with the center. And if you like, you may rise. In the 3 directions connected with the center, upward is the place of the cosmos. Now we ring downward as the place of the planet. And then we ring in the center at the place of divine unity. And now we'll have a responsive reading. When there's a pause, please all respond by ringing your bells in unison. We celebrate the cycles of nature. We celebrate the darkest day. The dark season challenges us to surrender to our dreaming, to trust that the strength of the earth will support our weight as we sleep. It is out of the darkness that flowers eventually emerge, babies are born, and inspiration for poetry and ideas and music are nurtured toward the page and the voice. In the deep, dark places in ourselves, we find the inner truth about ourselves. In this winter season of so many people prematurely rushing toward the light, remember to slow down and do winter's inner work. Celebrate the dark, where the inner life is honored and nurtured. One is made confident that the seed of light sown in the womb of dark will grow and in its appropriate season bloom. As we return to the light, blessings upon you and yours, so that your light continues to shine in the darkness, so that you may show us the beauty within your soul, so that our world might be made brighter because you are. May you be kept warm in the arms of love. May your harvest grant you a season of rest and renewal. May the return of the light remind you of the goodness that is waiting within to be born. And now, if you will, each of us may speak aloud or silently one intention that you have as we return to the light, and then ring your bells. Peace. And so mote it be.
The dark shadow of space leans over us. We are mindful that the darkness of greed, exploitation, and hatred also lengthens its shadow over our small planet Earth. As our ancestors feared death and evil and all the dark powers of the winter, we fear that the darkness of war, discrimination, and selfishness may doom us and our planet to an eternal winter. May we find hope in the lights we have kindled on this sacred night. Hope in one another and all who form the webwork of peace and justice that spans the world. In the heart of every person on this earth burns the spark of luminous goodness. In no heart is there total darkness. May we who have celebrated this winter solstice by our lives and service, by our prayers and love, call forth from one another the light and the love that is hidden in every heart. Amen.
And in closing, we will release the directions. Guardians of the watchtowers of the north, we thank you for your presence in the circle and witnessing these rites. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the watchtowers of the east, we thank you for your presence in the circle and witnessing these rites. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the watchtowers of the south, we thank you for your presence in this circle and witnessing these rites. We bid you hail and farewell. Guardians of the watchtowers of the west, we thank you for your presence in this circle and witnessing these rites. We bid you hail and farewell.
Unbroken, may the peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. The light of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. The peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. May the circle be open but unbroken. The peace of the goddess be ever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. May the circle